Oh, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me okay? Wait, oops. I think I accidentally switched out the music. Oh, sorry, my phone is a ring a dingin'. How are you guys? I'm so sorry for the chaotic start. So as you can see though, it was for a reason. We have a new feature here on the channel, which I'm like super happy. It was really tough for me to like keep it under wraps because well, at first I want to say thank you guys so much for your patience and for understanding about the lateness. We had some movers come in. And it was mostly they did an amazing job. It was mostly me that I don't understand um, the concept of time. So the thing is that we live in a little bit of like a rainy neighborhood, so where there's like a lot of grass, and where there's grass there's dirt, and when, as you guys know, when there's rain there is mud. So I'm sorry guys, I'm going to wait, silence my phone for a little bit, just put it on so then you guys don't gotta hear my ring a ding ding from. Okay, there we go. But yes, so uh, where there's rain, there's mud, and so my puppy, who is the most adorable child that any mother could ask for, just yeah, like attract a lot of mud in the house. So thank goodness we have tile, so it's not that bad. But anywho, I hope you guys are having a very happy Mother's Day, a happy Parents' Day, and that you're all having fun out there. It is currently going to be 12 noon. I just had myself a little bit of a snack while I was like setting up everything here. And so I'm super happy to announce that we have a camera set up here. So on my channel for future streams, there is going to be a 99.999% chance that we're going to be able to do traditional art together, guys. I'm so happy. So it's not only going to be digital stuff from now on, but also we're going to feature some traditional work along with our streams. So I have some watercolor, some gouache, and some of those things that we're going to have onto our channel as well. So I'm super excited to announce that. The only thing is that I'll warn you, that's why I kind of wanted to do a stream kind of like this, where there's not going to be drawing involved. I'm just going to kind of go over my old sketches and stuff. I will warn you though, I haven't flipped through these in like 2 years, so I don't remember what exactly is in here. So it's gonna be a surprise to you, especially me, because I drew this like a hot minute ago. I probably put the date somewhere down here. But yeah, so this is going to be a bit of an experiment because I've never used a camera before. I always used OBS like Studio, but it was always like with it on the computer screen. So I'm going to apologize for at least the quality for the time being. Just till I figure out. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos to kind of understand what is going on. But yeah, I'll also apologize because I drew this one in particular. I got this sketchbook around high school, so it's not like my very, very old ones. I at least wanted to start out. So what I have here are uh, like my two old ones, and then I have two of my newer babies over here. Ooh, yeah. So that's kind of sorry. Like you can tell, like this one has seen some days already. I got this one, at least this one that's on top, that's like a little gunky. I got that one. I want to say 2 months ago. Yeah, I got that one 2 months ago. This one I got a year ago. This one's ancient. I'm really aging myself, but I got this one in high school. And then this one, as soon as I finished this one, when I say finished, like really, like back in the day, I like would take up like one doodle, like just one doodle would take up a whole space, and then I'm like, yep, it's done. All right. And then this one is kind of where I don't know, like for me, I felt like during this time, like I was a bit more experimental. So I think you guys will enjoy this one because this is when I started experimenting with Copic markers and like even just uh, alcohol-based markers. Like I started really experimenting with that, so you'll probably see some of that. But yeah, I didn't want to turn back the clock too bad. I probably will in another stream. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes. I'll wait till 12:05 just to make sure, especially with all the changes and stuff. Uh, like, um, I want to make sure everybody who wants to come on by. But yeah, since technically today we don't really have any homework or anything like that, I guess what I really want to teach you guys on today's stream is really what I kind of do when I have artist block. Um, so there's two main things that I do. Wait, actually, let me turn up the music a little bit because it's a little bit. Oh, also, if my mic is kind of down, just let me know because I want to make sure that the camera, because the camera. Ooh, okay. Oh, that was more than I bargained for. Okay, cool. So, I kind of want to teach you guys two things that I do personally when I have artist block, which is I there's like a lot of things that you can do. For me, I like actually look online for art challenges, like ones that like speak to me, especially for Inktober. I don't know why, but I really like Halloween and spooky things. So for me, I kind of lean towards that anytime, like let's say I'm super jammed creatively, and then I go from there. But one of like the other ones that I feel is a bit more relaxing, I guess, because I don't know about you guys, but when I have artist block, like I get really, really frustrated, and it's almost like I'm harder on myself to come up with like a good like piece, which I know sounds silly, and I don't think I would ever want to talk to somebody else like that, so why would I talk to myself like that? But one of the things that I started doing, at least more recently, to kind of get myself out of that funk is actually looking towards my old sketchbooks, especially that I have like two or three that I kind of remember fondly. I guess they were kind of almost like journals. So, yeah, I kind of go back and I redraw them. So, kind of things that, especially you'll see here, um, I'll definitely warn you, I was a little bit on the edgier side when I was in high school. So, I apologize if you see anything like a bad word or people flipping off, because I know I can specifically think of one drawing that I did. Lots of fan art, so nothing too risque or anything. Because especially at that time I couldn't draw anatomy, so it's definitely safe for work. Like don't like rush the kids out of the room if that's gonna be if that's gonna be the case. Anything that's gonna be shown is definitely safe for work because well I can't draw anatomy now and I definitely couldn't back then. So if anything, it's just probably like yeah, just like fan art stuff. But definitely something like super PG, nothing crazy. But yeah, the one of the main things that I definitely recommend when it comes to oh sorry if you hear like my little sticky tape because if you know anything about German shepherds, it doesn't matter how much you clean, you'll always find like a little there's always a piece of them with you, as they say. So I carry around like little scotch tapes to like take the hair out. Um, but especially here on the table. Um, but at least like what I like to do when it comes to like sketching or anything like that, looking at your old sketchbooks really help. And I don't know, it kind of gives you a little bit of an ego boost because you can even look from drawings from two years ago or something like that, and I don't know, it kind of gives you this fulfillment of being like, wow, like before I couldn't do that, and then now like it's a little easier, or I have a bit more of a concept of what to do, especially when you draw something again. I'm kind of going through a thing where I'm learning again like line art. So that was that was definitely something where learning that again and redoing my pieces, I'm learning more patience. So yeah, I'm just gonna go on and flip. And I also thought it would be super fun if you guys wanted to like join me in the chat. So I got these little stickers. Let me show you here. So I have like these little stickers that I got from my friend Danielle, like when she mailed them to me like a while back ago. So if you guys kind of want to play a game with me, where if you guys like something from my old sketchbooks that you want me to redraw, just tell me and I'll stick a sticker on it. Or even if I personally or like, oh, that's a good idea. So I don't think we'll get to six because I can't recall anything that I'm like, ooh, okay. I definitely want to redraw that again, especially in these two particular. I think I've kind of exhausted it, but if I'll be more than happy to look at the chat. And if you guys like anything in particular, just tell me to stick a sticker on it, and then I'll redraw it for my post this week of the stream. And then maybe if it takes me a while, like I can do a digital version and a traditional version of that drawing, and then we can kind of put we can do that for Wednesday stream. So yeah, alrighty, we'll get started. So I'm just gonna like flip them through and kind of let's see. Can you see? Oh, that's actually perfect timing because wait, let me see if I can. There we go. So, oh, this was like my first like mermaid. I think actually that's pretty funny just because we're in mermaid now. So, how fortuitous. Oh, of course. So, context wise, um, I saw the Loki movie during this time, and can I say, I don't know how many of y'all like were Tom Hiddleston fans before that Loki movie, but like you definitely became a Tom Hiddleston fan after. And I cannot tell you like how Loki obsessed I became like after that. Definitely a hot topic. Saw a lot more of me when they started coming up with the merch. Oh, the same. Okay, so this which by the way, like wait, coming up on Loki real quick. I don't know if you guys have seen cosplayers, like female cosplayers, especially from what I heard canonly, there's a point where Loki turns into a woman, and there's these women cosplayers who dress up as Loki, like with the movie, like kind of like the movie, the thematic scheme. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. And honestly, if I would cosplay, I would, oh my God, like if I had the time and the resources to do such a thing, like the armor and stuff that they make, it's gorgeous. But yeah, I haven't actually read any of the comics. Like now I think about it. Have you guys like read any of the like I know there was one like where it turns back the clock of like when he was a kid and like I've heard it was good, but I don't know. Okay, so this was kind of in the vein of I started seeing the Sherlock, the ABC Sherlock. So basically, after that, I went to another spiral of watching old Sherlock ones, and it was super funny just because, like, different renditions of Sherlock. Um, like, I guess at that time too, I was reading the Sherlock books because I got inspired to read it, but it was hard for me to choose in my mind, like, who to pick like when I would picture Sherlock. So there was just so many choices. But for me, and then I think that's what like the comic said, like at least, oh yeah, I remember I was kind of going through like a little bit of an emotional time. So, oh wait, because I think I skipped a page. I thought so. Oh, this is where it's a little, yeah. So like basically the next page I'll explain it instead of showing it because I'm not sure how Twitch. I don't know. For me, I think everything is like it's basically Watson flipping because there was a drawing of uh Martin Freeman, the actor of Watson, flipping off somebody. So in the next panel after the Sherlock thing, it's basically in my mind choosing when I would read Watson's part, it's basically being like, oh, no matter what, Martin Freeman is gonna be like the Watson I picture because he's my favorite Watson. But he's like flipping off the camera, so we're gonna just skip that part because I'm not sure how. I don't know. I think everything's kind of like YouTube where it's like censored and stuff, and the last thing I want is like this video. But just know that it is there. If there's a point where you guys want to see Martin Freeman flipping off the camera, like I'll be more than happy to stick that sticker on if that's what you guys want. But yeah, I was through a little bit of a hard time here, so it was kind of how like in my mind I was having like a bad time, but in like when I would read my books and stuff, I would like eat ice cream and uh like yeah, so I would like kind of have that relaxing time with the characters, I guess. Like that's what I was explaining. And then oh my gosh, so these were like my drawings of Doctor all the doctors that I would watch, which I actually watched. I was actually very surprised how many doctors I actually watched on TV. Like when you all line them up. Um, and then, well, I know Jessica Fletcher. She's technically not. She's from Murder She Wrote. Oh my gosh, like this is such an old lady show, but I love this show so much. Like Murder She Wrote, it's like one of those shows that like you just like feel like you're more like bundled up in a blanket, and I will bet you a good $5 whoever watched Murder She Wrote when they were younger, like you grew up hearing those mystery podcasts after, like you know, like those docu series like where it's like they solve like like kidnapping cases or murder cases and stuff. $5. You started out. She was the gateway drug of of murder mystery when I was a kid. So the same with Unsolved Mysteries, or it was something like Cold Files or something like that, NCIS, you know, those types of shows. But this, for me, like, that was the very first, like, I guess, murder mystery thing. Um, like, before Law and Order SVU and all that stuff, like, I watched her show. It was kind of like, um, yeah, it is. It was kind of like comfort TV, like, you know, like something that you would like put in the background, but it was also like murder mystery, so oh man, but yeah, she was my favorite. And yeah, like all the other, well, I already talked about Sherlock, Watson, Doc Martin, that was another one. That's kind of like the British Jessica Fletcher, if you think about it. But yeah, they had, what I loved about these shows is like what, they had like 17 seasons. Like, so it was the same as like Frasier, like shows like that. Um, oh, this is nice. So this, I did not draw this. Like one of my friends did, but Kenny was my favorite from South Park. I loved Kenny, and oh my gosh, yeah, I remember this because we would doodle all of these like kind of like characters and stuff onto our tests, and what's cool is that like our teacher like would always return the test to us um and uh add like something to the back of the test. I wish I saved like what the teacher wrote and stuff. um I guess because uh like once we got like the exams back, like I don't know, I guess I was really in exam mode to like not keep it. I really wish I did now that I think of it. But But yeah, he would always joke around that he would give us like artist points. Which like by the end of it, it's like they always like rounded up the score. So like it didn't matter. Like let's say if you got like a 98 or a 95 or something, it would just always show up as like an A. It wasn't, but it was a really nice thought that he would give like the group of us like artist points for like doodling stuff. Um, then I forgot. I remember he even did like some sort of Lord of the Rings joke, but I can't. I even put it there. Our teacher's PowerPoint joke, save the rainforest. I guess it was something. I don't know. I don't remember. I wish I did. I'm kind of beating myself up because I thought it was hilarious. Let's see. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, it was like I remember we were talking about like it was like a group study that we did. And then I remember it was the first like college group study. Oh, sorry, that was completely out of focus. Sorry. It was the first group college thing that I did. And yeah, we were talking about like book reports and stuff like that, but somehow we went on a tangent of Hayao Miyazaki stuff. And then we were all talking about it, and some random guy came to our table. We were, of all places, we were at Chili's, and some rando guy like came up to our table. It was like a group of like three of us and was like, "Wow, you guys are just like a fountain of knowledge." And we were like, "What?" Like we were just like really caught off guard. Like by just this rando dude like coming up to us. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. So, I don't know if you guys ever felt this where it's like you're waiting on the text message. Yeah. And then you get all like pouty and stuff and just like waiting on it. And then I guess like at that point I was like talking to like my phone. Oh, the feels. Oh, the feels. It's like I wish I could talk to like my younger self and be like, "Girl, it doesn't get any better." I wish I could give my younger self that advice. Like, just oh girl, it's all for a reason though. That's what I always tell my friends. But I don't know if you guys want to walk down that TED talk of relationships and stuff. But yeah, if you guys ever want like a stream with that, like you just let me know. But I'll reserve that for another time. I don't know if you guys just want my unwarranted like relationship advice. Um, oh, this was when I was like an edge lord. So, yeah, like I was really interested in kind of, I don't know, like piercings and tattoos. I never was brave enough to get one because I'm a giant wuss for pain. Like I get a hangnail and I feel it's the end of the world. I'm like one of those. So I could never commit to ink, but I feel like the art is so gorgeous and it's such a beautiful craft, and I have a lot of respect for tattoo artists. So in a lot of ways I kind of express my characters that have that, you know. Um but yeah, that's when I was like I don't know. I guess this was too like when I first started going online and looking at models and different styles, like alternative styles. And oh, look, you guys get to see. I was wondering when this was gonna pop up. You can see like my nerdiness to full-fledged event of Naruto Naruto fan fiction. So I made this character oh my gosh, I want to say freshman year of high school, and I was not alone, okay? Like, just know this, but if I was, I would still be proud. Where a group of us made Naruto fan fiction, and she was my character. So this was like a redraw of my character, and what was funny is that her love interest at first was Sasuke because of course I was basic and but then as I kept watching the seasons, I was like, "Oh god, I'm just going to shake this up a bit." So I went from my second boy, Shikamaru, and I was like, "Okay, okay, let's let's alternate love interests real quick." But oh man, I remember that. That's why you see that drawing of him, but I don't know. I really liked her powers and stuff. At that point, like if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember it had something to do with like uh magnetism. So it's like one side of her hand would repel, like so kind of like I think it was like her left hand would like repel metal, and then uh the right hand would like attract it and stuff. So it's like she could like throw shuriken and stuff like with like an extra force, with her left hand, but then like retract it. Something like that. Oh man, I do. I just remember. Um, oh, I remember. So yeah, this is like a lot of my journaling stuff. So I would like write down kind of like what I would do in a day, or like who like of my friends that like we were kind of in a book club, or we would go to like the local bookstore. That for us it was like Barnes and Noble, or Book and Books, like things like that. Uh, and just kind of like write down what we did, and kind of like of our inside jokes. Oh yeah, see, look. Oh, I knew it. That she, um, yeah. So this was, yeah, I did. I kind of took. Now you guys can see like from my Instagram, like all of like the different notes and stuff that I would take. This does not stop. I want you guys to know. Like probably now, um, it's more art notes, so techniques and stuff, but I will let you know behind every painting there is a novel accompanied with it. So, oh, it was really nice to see like this character again. Like I did a redraw of her actually, like a little bit. I want to say it was in this one. Let me see. Let me see if oh, you guys get to see a sneak peek of I want to say I did like in oh boy. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I know this the back cover isn't exactly what you guys wanted to see, but I'm pretty darn sure I redrew her. Uh, because honestly, if there's one character I would be happy to draw again, it would be her. But I want to say I already did it. Now I can't find it right now, but I'm pretty convinced. Like I just know that I just remember because I even posted it like on my other account. So yeah. Maybe it's just not in this book. It's in one of my newer ones. Oh, it's probably in the other one then. Just 'cause yeah. Well, we'll keep on trucking forward. But but yeah. Oh, I really had fun with her character though. Alrighty, so more notes. Mostly. Oh yeah, I did. Well, I tried. Like the optimum word was try. To do like an FMA fan fiction, but I didn't go too far. Oh yeah, I was really mad here. I remember this, so I apologize for the Disney fans out there in the internet verse. But I did not like Frozen. I apologize. I know that may be like a scolding hot topic for another time, but story-wise I was not a fan. So that was like my, I guess, anger my anger doodle. Because I remember watching it with my mom, and oh my gosh, it was a moment. Um, and oh, I remember. uh, so I forgot. I think um, I want to say it was like some sort of quiz of like it was a Marvel quiz that one of my friends told me about, and it told me kind of it gave me the type of job I would have, and uh like where in the Marvel universe I would be. So I guess a lot of the quizzes, yeah, so it's kind of like your life as a Marvel character, like that was like the online quiz, and one of my friends told me about it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go and take this quiz, and I put like my life according to Marvel, and like the answers, I guess I put very creative stuff. So it told me I was a photographer, basically where I worked with Peter Parker. So I drew, I drew, like basically my like like my character as if like I was this photographer, and how I just constantly did shaky cam, like where all of the photographs that I would take were just odd angles of Spider-Man from behind, like where it was all it was all awkward angles of his butt. And how the only photograph that I could take that was great was one of me and Peter Parker. But I didn't know that he was Spider-Man. So kind of like where the character like would only take good pictures of Peter because he was like a good friend. So my character was a photographer, so he would take pictures and stuff. But unbeknownst to my character, he was Spider-Man the whole time. But in reality, like her character was really bad at her job. So, I remember that one. That was pretty good. I had fun with that one. Oh yeah, and also, at that time I like watched Spider-Man 3, so I did. I don't know, have you guys ever seen Spider-Man 3? It's pretty notorious, at least for being the worst Spider-Man that there is. So the joke was is that he does when he turns evil, like he turns into like the evil Spider-Man. Like all that's different is that he combs his hair like to the left or something like that, and like it's basically my character like responding like being like, oh my gosh, like who are you, I don't know who you are, get away from me. And then it's like he just fixes his hair and it's like, oh my gosh, this like crazy guy was here, I'm so happy that you're back, Peter, like she couldn't recognize it was Peter the whole time, like it's just that his hair was different. Oh my gosh. I know that movie, I don't know if you guys, I would definitely give it an ironic watch because it's so funny. It's very um cringy, I want to say. Like I don't know who the actor made mad that like they're like, "Okay, we want you to go on camera. We want you to go on camera, just flaunt it like you don't care, and we're going to give you the worst haircut, the oh, it was just so cringy. I don't oh my gosh. Worst background music, like just ooh, he looked like not even a barbecue dad that's like had a little bit too much and he's like dancing along to um Clearwater Revival. I don't know. Like that's like the only that's the only thing I can compare it to. Like just oof. Just more low-key stuff. Oh, this is when I took Tai Chi for the first time. So, I don't know, guys. I'm not really finding, other than maybe, I don't know what I want to redraw, at least from this book. Oh, yeah. These were, oh, that's true. This was an art challenge that was like from a while back ago. So it was kind of like where you post kind of like how Instagram sees you and then how you are in real life. And yes, especially this time, it was when I was um just oh my gosh, I was like studying like crazy and I had a million things to do. So yes, this is very accurate. um Let me see. Oh yeah, this is when I like personified, I guess, like kind of different parts of like my what I call my studying personality. So it's kind of like yeah, like it was kind of things that like I felt were like part of like what I thought were like work ethic or something like that. Like where I had this like idea like a long time ago. It's kind of like oh, what was that movie? Like that it was like Inside Out. I think that was like the like where each character had like a little personality or like a personality trait and stuff. So I remember at that time I was watching One Piece because this was very much like inspired by Zoro, and then Triple X Holic. She was inspired by The Witch. It's just so funny because I see like all of these characters. I'm like, yeah, I remember. And then think this guy he was like inspired by Eye Shield. So it was kind of like this idea of like all these four characters like having to work together for like a specific goal, but it was basically that they just had one character trait and they were like forced to work together. This was the first time. This is the first time I watched Supernatural. So, man, I don't know. Like, I'm looking back at all this and I'm like, man, I did a lot of like little comics and stuff. I don't do it anymore because I don't know. Like, I feel my brain gets fried pretty easily, but it's pretty nice, like, to see. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Like, especially like Dean and Sam, like they had kind of, if you've never watched Supernatural, the basic gist and rundown is that they're brothers who fight basically like ghosts and supernatural, like evil supernatural things. Like it's not only ghosts, it's monsters basically. And like what I noticed was is that Dean especially, he was very like cool guy. He was like very like chill and stuff, and then Sam would know all of these like extensive things, and but he was kind of like a mom character. So I always thought like that dynamic was super funny. And then I saw this one particular episode like where like there was this killer clown, and what was funny about the episode is that they were really convinced that this clown was a ghost like from the get-go, and but they were in a carnival, so there was part of me that I was like, wow, they jumped to this conclusion of a ghost really fast. And I drew a comic where like, and it's true, I feel like Dean's a little like, even I watched like later, I want to say after I did this comic, oof, like we binge watched Supernatural, like my husband and I, like only recently because especially with quarantine and moving here, like we had a bit more time and we watched we like binged the whole show, which is a feat in and of itself that I'm a little proud of just because it was a lot. And yeah, he is trigger happy, but it gets worse. So this is a pretty accurate depiction. But yeah, he's very shoot now ask questions later. But I love Supernatural. It's a really fun show. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is when I took, you could tell I took a lot of personality quizzes. So this was from Soul Eater. So and it's awesome because like I really love her as a character. Um, Tsubaki is like a very sweet character, so I was very honored. Oh, okay, so this is what I was talking about. Lots of notes and feely feels, and accompanied with like story arcs and yeah, that's a lot of notes, girl. Oof. Oh yeah, and characters and too. Yeah, this was like the fan fiction that I was thinking. I think especially after the Subaki quiz, I kind of went off. I'm like, I wonder if I was a character and what it would be like. And yeah, so this was basically if like kind of like a little comic of uh like basically my character finding because that's the thing about Soul Eater that I always wondered. Maybe it's because I didn't get too far ahead in the series, so I guess you guys can tell me. But I never understood how they got paired up with their weapons. So I had it to like where my character like met or was trying to find like where she was uh basically trying to find like her pair, like from, if you've never seen the series, I don't want to like spoil it or tell you like how it goes in case you guys want to give it a watch. But yeah, like where basically she's like a reaper and she was trying to find, I guess, like her specific weapon that um like she could pair with or synchronize with. So like uh my comic was basically that, like just like an intro to that. And then oh yeah, that was like from Bright futures. Yeah, that was like during a time where it was a little scary of whether I was going to get my whatchamacallit, scholarship. So I was pretty happy about that. Um, oh yeah, that was from Game of Thrones where Joffrey died. Oh my gosh. Does anyone talk about Game of Thrones anymore? Oh, Audrey Hepburn. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember I watched, this is the first time I saw Breakfast at Tiffany's. Because I don't know, I've always heard it's one of those movies that I always heard about, but I never like knew. Like I never really uh saw, like I didn't know who Audrey Hepburn was, and that like opened my eyes to like a whole new style of things. So I did. I remember like that quote too. It's useful being top banana in the shock department. I don't know why that really made me laugh when I, and just more journal entries. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's when I saw it's like they're called Blue Man Group. So I remember it was the first time like I ever took a picture like with a band member, and I was like really freaked out and like really excited to be able to like take a picture with somebody. Um like I guess like somebody who in my eyes I was like, "Oh wow, they're an artist," and like I saw them perform, and so that was just like a journal entry about that. And then, oh, this was, yeah, I remember this one specifically because this was the first time I experimented with making stickers. So, yeah, so this was like a concept for like what the stickers would like look like if I were to like design them and stuff. They were like witchy stickers. I don't know. I kind of want to probably redraw that. Yeah, why not? We haven't put like a sticker down this whole time, so gotta put it on something. Alright, I'll put it on this page. Ah, see, I can do stuff. The stickers on the stickers? Sure, why not? There you go. I'll probably give that a redraw. Oh, I love this one. I remember this. So, this was very accurate, actually, and still true to this day. These were like the three types of, I guess, modes that I get into when I read. And I did. I remember this little swivel chair. It was like a green, like egg chair, I guess. That my mom got me as a surprise for my birthday, and I would use it as like a little reading nook. And I had this um, Rilakuma plushie. Oh my gosh, I'm like looking at it and I can remember it really fondly. But what's funny is like there's a candle right there, and I don't know if you guys can hear the crackly crack of. Yeah. So yeah, it was because I started doing that probably around this time, like putting candles and stuff, like when I would read, because my mom, she got, I don't know what it was, if it was gifted to her or, but she got this whole stack of candles and she didn't know what to do with them. So she put one in this little table, and at first, I remember looking at it and being like, I was annoyed with it at first because I was like, oh, I don't want this candle here. And like, I don't know, like, there was just a point where I just, like, I had a lot of books and, scraps of paper and this and that. And then just one day, my mom's like, hey, just give it a try. You never know. And she lit it for me. And it did, it changed the atmosphere. So, yeah, I was a little bit of a cranky high schooler. But yeah, I remember that's why I wrote it down because it was one of those things where it kind of taught me to try like new things, like to try new things because you never know. Like you never know like if you're gonna like it. And yeah, I was a little bit back in high school. I was a little bit picky when it came to um I don't know. It's because I don't know if any of you guys suffer from migraines, or it's not an excuse because you should be like lenient when it comes to certain things, and especially when you live with other people, it's very important to be considerate of other people. But especially at that time, I suffered from a lot of migraines, and so I was very like during those times, like I would be preventative. So instead of um like for example, like doing more things to uh like help when it would happen, it was like I was very much like, oh no no, it could trigger, or oh it could, do this or that, and that was no way to live. It was by the end of it, it's like it's much better to at least like when it does happen to find out things to kind of help you. So drinking more water, getting the right medicine, being nice to others, but being nice to yourself at the same time. And yeah, I remember that time. Um, yeah, it was really nice. And sometimes it's okay to get help, you know? And yeah, so these were like my different like three modes. I remember this one too because um like during this time I was taking a medieval, like oh I loved that class so much. So it was right when I want to say I just graduated high school, and I took my first history course, like my college course, and it was about the Black Death. And oh it was so interesting because we talked about medieval art and you know um, like how the Black Death affected the different European countries, and how the Black Death kind of inspired different types of writing and art. And I had like a really good time like studying that and learning from my teachers and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I feel I had a lot to say, and I was really happy looking at. So I'm gonna put a sticker. I feel like I can. Yeah. I feel I can get something from this. I don't know. I felt really happy looking at it. So but yeah. Let's see. Um, oh, this was a character. I remember this one. This was like a character that I had from, oh my gosh, Kill la Kill. I want to say it's from Kill la Kill. Yeah, Kill la Kill. Yeah, I named her Tar. But yeah, like basically where she was like one of the, uh, like I don't remember the series very well because it's been a while, but I remember I think there was different factions, like or different roles in the school. So I had her be the accountant because I was the class treasurer. So, yeah. Um oh, I remember this one. It's like where I drew like kind of a little comic with um with Watanuki, who is like one of the characters from Triple X Holic. Oh yeah, definitely let me know, guys, if you want me to like speed through this, cause I don't know, like I'm going down memory lane, but maybe you guys are kind of like, come on, Marcy, we're hardly like halfway through. Oh yeah, this is when I was like cranky with with studying. Oh yeah, I remember this. It was when I went to like I remember it's that we had like a lot of tutors um for one of the Japanese courses that I took. So I went to like a specific school to kind of it's kind of like where you would learn Japanese, but then you would help upcoming teachers um that wanted to teach Japanese, you would help train them by being the student, right? And I remember because it was, I want to say about a month, right, where we got to live in the dorms and stuff. And it was super nice because I met like one of the nicest women there, like that I became friends with. Like we still talk to this day. And yeah, we became like really fast friends. And what's funny is that I was kind of famous for making coffee. And I remember at this point, it was like all of my friends, they would ask me to make coffee in the morning, But then I remember these like random people would come like to get coffee too because it's true not that many people like I don't know from my background it's pretty frequent. Oh, yeah. This was I need to yeah, I definitely need to send this to my friends because we had all birthdays around the same month. So, yeah, I'm going to send this to them like right after the stream. Oh my gosh. It's been a while, so that was really nice to see. Um, oh, oh, that kind of brings a tear to my eye because oh wait, this is that's just like a random like watercolor thing. Oh, oh, this was a character that I thought of where I don't know why the whole premise was about like love potions. Oh wow, this is poof. You want to talk about want to talk about oh so this was well at least it dates the sketchbook. So yeah, these were all of my drawings. Wow, like how I drew and stuff from 2011 to 2013. I want to say oh, I remember that. Oh. Oh yeah, when I would watch like Godzilla and like Dr. Professor, that's what my brother like would call like Doctor Who. I remember that. And let me see. Oh, that was kind of different writing personality. The essayist, yes. Oh my gosh, in college, I will warn you guys, get comfortable with. Okay, this is one advice I would definitely give, and I wish I told myself that when I was younger. Ooh, sorry, the camera left. Um, go uh to there a lot of universities they have tutoring programs that are available for the like majority of populations. Please go. Like I I went so much that eventually like they asked me to be a tutor there because I was there basically every day. And I would ask for so much help and I kind of started um like helping out other people. It just happened to like where I would bring my friends when they needed help because I didn't know what I was doing. So it was to the point where they're like, "Hey, you want to be a tutor?" And I was like, "Okay, cool. Does that mean like I can know what I'm doing? Because that'll be great." Yeah, that was because I struggled with essays, like, especially once you learn, especially from the TAs, that a lot of the times, like, the professors don't even grade their own stuff. You know, they get the TAs to do it because they got other PhD stuff to do. But yeah, that was like a little tidbit that I would share. Um, oh, I remember this. Yeah, so as you can tell, like I really loved Zoro from One Piece, and there was actually like a um whatchamacallit, a uh episode or like I don't know, there was a drawing where I saw like he was dressed up as a mummy. Like there was especially like I think Thriller Bark where they had different types of um like costumes and stuff. Oh, oh my gosh, I remember this. So, okay, context. This was when this was when the Hobbit movie came out, the very first one. I think I want to was it the first or the second when whatchamacallit? Oh my gosh, how did I forget the dragon's name? How could I forget the like wow, I'm sure it's like screaming at me at this point. I'm so sorry I forgot. Um they only say his name like every other, line of the movie. Um, oh my gosh, how can I forget? I feel embarrassed. I'm sorry. I am a, and probably says it here. Smog. There we go. See, look, I helped myself out. Good job. Good job, Maru. um, where I don't know why every time I think dragon, I think Aragon or like that's all I think of, and it's not true at all. Um, Yeah, so the movie, I want to say it's the second one where the second Hobbit movie where actually probably what, the last 15 minutes of the first one where you see a little bit and he gives that giant speech of uh the giant dragon speech where he was like my wings are tornadoes and my like teeth are swords, and so like I kind of like made fun of it, like where like I made fun of like the speech, um but yeah. Oh, I'm a merman. Oh yeah, if you don't know Zoolander, like this was during Mermaid too, like the following year. I couldn't think of any ideas, so I was like, all I could think of was that famous quote from the Zoolander movie. It's like, I'm a merman, Dad. Um, oh yeah, this was the this was the song from Gumball, I remember. In the grand scheme of things, their life doesn't count. Yeah, like where like I think Gumball has an existential crisis and like the planets all align. Um, what is the meaning of life? Yeah. Well, just doodles. See, this is what I meant by how there's not that much on this page, but I really, really want. Oh, I remember this. Ooh, boy. Oh my gosh. It like. Oh my goodness. See, it like. I freaked out so much I knocked over the camera. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. All part of the process, I promise. I apologize. See, I freaked out so much that I knocked over the camera. Are we good? Oh no. Oh, I think I really knocked it over. Wait. Please converse among yourselves, guys. See, this whole thing is. See, I'm learning a lot from the stream, I'm telling you, because I could not imagine doing watercolor or like. Oh, okay, wait. I think it's because. I did. I just freaked out because I. You do not understand how. Like, I drew this. I remember. Oh my gosh, it feels like forever ago. Like it feels so forever that like I don't even remember. Oh, there we go. It's so forever that I don't even remember the reference. Oh, here it is. Okay. I found it, guys. Okay. Wait, I'm just gonna lower it a little bit. Yeah, guys, I gotta put a sticker on this because this was. Oh man, this was a blast from the past. Like, I remember I drew this like over and over. Oh, sorry, you got to see my. There we go. There we go. There she is. Better? I apologize for that dramatic scene. Okay, there we go. Oh man. Okay, guys, I think, yeah, yeah, I think we can all agree. I definitely got to give her a redraw. I can't remember if, like, I want to say that I took this reference from like either Cardcaptor or oh wait, thank God. See, this is why I write notes everywhere. So this is actually from a sticker that I got in Japan. So this was, yeah, okay, now I know which reference to look at because I'm like, where did I get that? See, this is why. Even early on, guys, it's good to note your sources. So yeah, I'll get the reference up and stuff and give this a redraw. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I felt kind of bad because we were flipping through all these, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll do this. Oh, I guess I'll do that. Oh wait, is it too bright? Are we good? Ooh, sorry if I'm a little sniffly. My allergies. Okay, just let me know if you guys want me to adjust anything. Okay, but yeah, I think we found our winner for this one because I'm pretty happy with that one. But just in case. Oh, this one's good too. So this was from a series that like I began kind of making, I guess. It was called Misery Business. So it was basically like um demons and angels and stuff like that, and they would like fight. So it was basically I guess because like at that time I think I started following oh man, what was this? I think the series is called Devil's Candy. So I was really inspired by that style. Definitely go check them out. If you guys want like the link or anything, just let me know. Oh, I like this one. This was from Sticker Idea. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'll probably post them up for a vote. Yeah, I think I kind of want to move like the stickers from here. Yeah, I think I'll move them over here. Yeah, I kind of like these. So this one, and then I did it because I was just like, I might as well pick something. And I didn't want to like trash my stuff too bad. Kind of like this one too. Um, yeah, more notes. I was very big into like journaling. Oh yeah, I guess this was during that time. So this was when I started doing, which the camera picks up super good. I'm kind of surprised. I apologize for the lighting too. Next time I'm going to, especially it's kind of rainy. I got a ring light. It was just more of a sense of time, so I didn't want to like take up more time. But yeah, so so this was when it was kind of in the same vein of let me see, of like the self-portrait stuff. So I don't know if so yeah, it was all the different styles, I guess, from back in the day, like where I would draw myself and yeah, so I drew myself here and this was the first time I used Copics, which I oh, it looks so cute there, like in the camera. Because if you look at it up close, it's really like blotchy. So I'm actually kind of surprised like how it picks up on camera. But yeah, this is like my old stuff, and then this was um like my 2015 version, and then I redrew it like 2 years later. Uh, yeah. So this was like a Copic, like with Copic markers. Specifically, I want to say the Chiao, I think. Yeah, the CIAO, I think. That was like the specific brand I think I got. Um, oh yeah, like my different emotions. Very accurate. Very accurate. Oh yeah, still my One Piece love. Um, oh yeah, because I saw this was like popular with filters, like where people would put the flower crowns and stuff on characters. So you would see like fan edits of like super serious like characters, but with like little cute flower crowns. This one I want to say it was inspired by one of my friends from like that same Japanese group that I remember it was because the name for octopus in Japanese is tako, so it's um Ko. I almost said Co, but it's not. Uh, Tako in the alphabet, and I remember my friend, she was telling one of her tutors like, "Oh, I want to eat tacos," and then and they were like octopus, and she's like, "No, tacos," and they're like octopus, and so it was like, yeah, it was like back and forth. And I remember just drawing it because of how frustrated she got because she didn't know how to explain it. Oh, and then mermaids. You know, I'm very actually surprised how many mermaids are in this book. Oh yeah, see. Yeah, this was an inside joke too, just because at that time, and it's true, it was so she was based off of one of our friends, and then she's also based on another, and they ended up dating. So it was Team I Caught an Effing Mermaid, because we called her Mermaid a lot, because it's true, she's, well, they're both gorgeous, but she had a mermaid hair. So there was a point where she dyed her hair like blue and pink, I think, and we called her Mermaid. And ever since then, she's been our mermaid. So when they started dating, it was Team I Caught an Effing Mermaid. I remember that. I think this was when I don't know if we attempted to play D&D or we talked about playing D&D, but I remember I drew one of my friends as a mage. Um, and then, oh yeah, I remember that was an inside joke too, where one of her friends, and then eventually like from like a friend group I joined, like they called him Knife-Eyed Kai. I forgot what it was, if it was like he had a very intense glare. And so yeah, that's my interpretation of that joke. And then, oh yeah, I remember I referenced this one from the last stream. She's Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. I think this was actually colored with like a watercolor set, like the ones that you get from like the dollar store, because I've never used really watercolor except in school. Like I never bought a palette before and used it outside of school. And so it was like my first time using it, and it was really fun. Um, oh yeah, this was like a character I made for D&D where like her thing was that she was a water mage. So I was joking around when I was like a level 1, that like the only thing, cuz I asked, I was like, "Oh, what can I do?" Like I was very excited. I'm like, "Oh, what can I do as a level 1 mage?" And then uh like the dungeon master was like, "Oh, like what's your element in something?" And at that time I was like, "Oh, water. You know, I'll do water." And he's like, "Well, you can melt ice." As a level 1 mage. So I drew that because it made me laugh. Um, I don't, you know what? I'm looking at it. Oh, okay. So this was a character that my very, very talented friend Alexandra, uh, she actually wrote a book, and this was the main character. So I want to say that she published it. Like, I'm not sure if she self-published it or I think she's rewriting it now. But it was, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, it's Gesitheus? No, Gesithius. Sorry, that's like my bad. That's what I get for not hydrating. Wait, 1 second. But yes, Gesithius. There we go. And but yeah, the story was that it takes place with in this fantasy world where dragons, elves, like different kind of fantasy creatures, like all live together, but at the same time, um, where she's part of, I guess, not so much a royal court, but she's like one of the warriors for them, but she's like very, very powerful. So it's kind of like her breaking away story of them like using her powers and stuff. It's really, really good. Um, if you guys are interested in the link, just because she has an Instagram now, and I want to say, like her book is linked to her Instagram. If anything, I'll probably text her later to see if you guys are curious about that. Um, I can give you guys the link to it. Because I'm not sure if she published it, because I know I have the physical copy, and she published it, but I'm not sure if it's available like on ebook or e-reader. So I'll double check with her. Oh, this was when whatchamacallit. The For Pokemon, like where people, I think they were called Jinkas or Gajinkas, like basically where um like they would draw like the Pokemon and then the human version of like that. So yeah, it was during Halloween, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And you can, if you Google search, there's this specific one artist that I think they did almost every single like Pokemon of that generation. Um, yeah, there it was beautiful, and especially their character designs. So like it really, I was really inspired because they did such a good job with portraying the Pokemon's personality with their human counterpart. So that was really cool. I really liked this piece just because it was really fun to draw. So I shall put a sticker. Oh, guys, we're at 4 already. We're already, but yeah. Probably what I'll do. Probably what I'll do is I'll like flip through and oh, I remember this one. This was a joke one of my friends did. You got a couple. Like where it was there's an orange drink called Crush. So he got like two crushes. And so basically like the other friend was like, "Oh, now you have a couple because they have a crush on each other." So that's what you get when you get two two free crushes from the vending machine. Oh yeah, I posted this one too. Like the redraw of this one. This was for my friend Rebecca actually. Um that we both found out that we were Ravenclaw and we were friends for so long and we had no idea we were from the same house. Oh, this was when Star Wars like came out, so like the first remake of it. Um I wasn't born when like the first Star Wars came out. I'm old but not that old. So, um but this was like the first one, but I am old enough to have seen at least like the first remake of it. And I did. I kind of fell for the BB-8 cuteness. I loved BB-8, the adorable little soccer ball. This one's good too. I'm really happy. Like I was happy like with how the pose came out. I thought it came out really cute. But I want to put a sticker on this. I think I'm gonna put a sticker. I kind of like that like the ticket's still there. I'm surprised I didn't think of this to do for May the 4th, but here we are. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This was characters that I made for like oh, I remember this. This was like characters that I made a while back that I don't know, like I guess I was getting into crafting and stuff and I saw a piece where it had to do with I don't know, where the piece it was sad where and so I wanted to like interpret it in a more positive way. So it was kind of like the piece that I saw, like very clearly, it was basically her cutting strings, and I don't know, I thought that was like so sad. So like I drew a couple, like where like the strings were attached, but like where it made a beautiful scarf, and it was like, oh, keep me warm. But yeah, like I did. I don't know why that piece really like I don't know what about it where I don't know, it made me sad. But yeah. Yeah, that one it was just like empty doodles and oh, I remember this one. This was I remember somebody tagged Witchsona. So it's basically like if you were a witch, like what your personality and stuff would be, like or what it would look like what your powers would be and stuff. I was joking. I was just like, behold my power. I can make water with my eyes. Um, like crying and yeah, and I got into tarot cards at that time, so yeah, actually, now that I have the camera, if you guys ever want me to do tarot readings, I can't do personal ones because, basically, personally, the, I feel that's very intimate, and when I do tarot readings, it's with like a sense of the person being here, and I always make it a really good point for them not to tell me uh, what it is that they're seeking answers for because number one, I'm a big people pleaser. So I wouldn't want to tell like what like I wouldn't want to tell the person what they want to hear. And then number two, it's kind of like um I think like ego a lot of the times plays into tarot reading, so I try and remove that. as quickly as possible by the person not telling me. So I have a specific style, so I do it in threes where I put the deck in past, present, and future. And yeah, but in one of these streams, like what I can do is just read my own tarots because, especially, I'm reading my own cards. So, um, yeah, like I wouldn't mind doing that, just for fun. And two, if anybody ever wants to learn that style of tarot reading, like I'm more than happy to do it. But two, I want to be respectful of other people's comfort with that. I know, and especially in my stream, it's kind of like the haunting hour, so it's kind of, you know, supernaturally themed and stuff, but I wouldn't want anybody to feel like uncomfortable or, things like that. Especially here, we're an open space, and like I would want, if anything, people to feel that they can express themselves, that this is like a relaxing time to kind of draw, like compare notes, study. Oh, this is from the Spicy Crew. So, these are a band of misfits, of artistic misfits that I had the pleasure of knowing a couple years back through my friend Danielle. And that they live far away and we're in different time zones. So, life got a little bit complicated on my end, especially after I got married and it got so busy and I haven't been able to keep in touch with them, but they're a group of amazingly talented artists, amazing human beings, one of the funniest people I ever had, like the pleasure of knowing. And they did teach me a lot as far as the artistic community. So, yeah, I always like think of them very fondly, especially anytime I see Final Fantasy or any video game stuff, just because they were big gamers too. So, oh, they were just so funny. So that was uh, my ode to them. Oh, I remember this one. So this was like my oh, I think I'm gonna put a sticker on this too, guys. This was like my version of like Hellgirl. So I freaking love Guillermo del Toro. And I love the Hellboy series. Even before he directed it. But yeah. So that was like my, I guess, like fan art of that. So I'm gonna put a sticker right there. So yeah, probably will do. I didn't expect to like love so many of them. Oh, this was my attempt at anatomy, so that's like my attempt at it. I think at this time I was like watching, what was that anime? Whatchamacallit? I know it was something with swimming. Like I know it was something like that, and that's when I learned. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should try drawing dudes because all I draw is little chibis, and I need to like expand um, my drawing portfolio. So, and I did. I actually saw some really helpful. Oh, I remember this one. This one was from a Valentine's group ticket thing I did. So it was kind of like, I want to say if you flip it over. Yeah, so I did this for me, but I did it for my friends too. That we were at that time we were a bunch of singletons. So I decided to make me and a couple of my friends like these little Pokemon tickets. So it's like when you would uh, get this and then you would flip it over, it would be like a little Pokemon. Especially we joked around in our group that we were all the same type of Pokemon because we were similar. We were just very like we were similar enough to be the like each other's like sisters and stuff. So if you're familiar with Evie, like where she has like water, psychic, electricity, all that stuff. So that's what I made. I made like cards of all of the different types of Eevee evolutions, and then I would give them to my friends and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, this was okay. So this was when I first let me see. It was Overwatch. So Hanzo, like, yeah, I saw fan art of Hanzo, like, and because I play Zenyatta, but I could not draw androids, so I was like, you know what? I like bow and arrow and tats. It was mostly because of the tats too. I thought he had really cool tats. So I did like I guess it was called the gender bend. So it's kind of like the alternative gender version of the main character or of whatever character that you want to draw. I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit just because I know we're hitting like an hour now. So I'm just gonna keep flipping. Oh yeah, this was when I saw Princess and the Frog. Oh, this is from One Piece. The which I'll probably draw her for Mermaid. She is she is the mermaid waifu. Oh yeah, that's for one story idea. Oh yeah, this was from I got whatchamacallit? Um those cactus plants. Um the succulents? I think yeah, succulents. So I imagine if they had their own personality. Oh, this was when Pokemon Go first came out. And um I joked around like if like I was a real Pokemon master, like what it would be like, and I would be scared as soon as uh as soon as they crawled on me, I'd freak out. And it ended with Caterpie like just standing on my phone. Like that's how I would catch Pokemon. Oh yeah, this was a drawing where yeah, at that time it was like I was kind of facing like a lot of I don't know, like almost embarrassment. I know that's like not the right word for it, but for drawing in school, I was very shy. Oh my gosh. So, this was kind of a landmark. So, this was I remember I specifically did this one for Inktober, and then this one, it was so my other account name is Sci-Fi Chick. Um, this was like my little comic explaining why, and it was like revealing that I was an alien. That's why I called it sci-fi. It was my little. Oh, this was my attempt at drawing Zenyatta, which is nothing like it. So, this was one character I had where anytime she got embarrassed, like she would grow flowers out of her head. Um, Yeah, this was like a scene I was drawing. Oh yeah, this is my spooky spider. Um, so I was getting interested in drawing like I guess like horror-esque type things, and I saw this really cool drawing of they're called spider flowers in Japan, and so I wanted to draw like a spooky spider. Um, oh yeah, this was kind of this. Ooh, oh, I kind of like this one too. I just like that it has like texture and stuff. I don't know, guys. Should I add it to the redraw pile? What do you guys think? I do like it because it's actually one of the first characters, and probably I should draw more characters with scars. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't know. It's kind of like I haven't drawn a character like this in a while, so I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add it. We're running out of stickers. I mean, oh my, the scandal. Oh, Loki. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Now I was wondering when we would get to it. So this is when I started I stopped getting like basically over myself and was like, you know what, Maru, like yeah, I need to like start coloring your pieces and it does not matter. I remember when I first started doing this, I would actually take picture like 50 pictures of the drawing because I um like would get so nervous of messing up that like especially that I didn't know how to like copy it. So I didn't have a printer at that time. So anything I would copy, it would be like basically I would have to go to the library to do it. So or my school's library. So I took pictures with like a snapshot camera and I would like save it on so then if I did mess up, I would feel less bad about it. But eventually, I just got over it, and I was like, you know what? If I mess up, it's okay. I'll draw again. And I don't know. I still kind of have a hard time with that. So, and what's cool is that I saw people using like washi tape for the first time. And so I didn't have washi tape, but what I did is I took origami paper and I clipped it into thin strips, and then I would put like clear tape over it, and it added this like nice texture, I guess, to it. So, which I like to this day. So it's pretty cool. I think it adds a lot to the piece. But yeah, like at least you get to see the first book. I think that actually took a lot longer than I thought. Thank you guys for being so patient. I'm sorry we only got through one book. I didn't imagine I had a lot to say as much as I did. Yeah, just let me know if you guys want a break. Maybe you guys want to go have a snack. I did not expect to. This is oh, this was when I helped at an art studio. So we were at like an art camp, and these were like the eye references that the teacher brought once. This was for like the animation group that she brought those. I actually attended, even though I was a teacher. I was a teacher for three, like there were 3 to 5 year olds was my group, and but after my class, I would actually go and sit in her class, and like these were like my notes and stuff when I would like take the class, because she was a great teacher. Like I loved taking her class, and she taught me a lot about like posing and especially uh, like to not be afraid. Like that was like a lot of her teaching. Like a lot of my thinking changed as an artist after I took her class. So, oh man, this is a lot of journaling stuff. You guys don't gotta read all that. But yeah, you can kind of see how. Oh, this is funny. This was when on my Instagram I started taking commissions. So it's kind of called 24-hour commissions, which honestly I would be happy to do it again. You guys let me know if that's something that you're interested in. So you open the window for 24 hours to draw whatever it is that people ask you to. I only shrunk it down to 1 hour because I knew the people at that time, like the artists that I follow and who I was friends with, they were insane. So I knew they were gonna flood my messages at that time, which they did, and that was good. So I opened it for an hour, and I got some really cool pieces out of it. So basically, you open for requests for an hour or 24 hours or anything, and you just draw whatever it is that people ask you to draw. And that was a really fun exercise. Like, just mostly notes. Oh, this was from oh yeah, that's like that washi tape thing I was talking to you guys about, like where I cut the origami paper. So this was from a stream that I want to say Ginger did. So it was her her Instagram is, oh my gosh, what is it? I'll link it here. I think it's pronounced Hiromanki. I have to double check. But she's really great. I've referenced her before. And she gave a live stream of like how she draws anatomy and stuff. And so I was lucky enough to like kind of be there at the right place, right time. And she kind of talked about like silhouettes, proportions, that she's amazing at drawing lace and stuff. She gave super good notes on how to like draw drapery. Yeah, I'm looking at that now and I'm like, oh, I remember. I think it was Kuromang. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at myself that I cannot. I will. You know what? Let me pull it up on my phone so then I can type it here for you guys because I'm not sure if she still has. Let me see. Yeah, because I at least want to put her. Oh, okay. Komun Horangi. I'll put it right here. But yeah, honestly, like her tutorial at that time because it was more of a live, so it's kind of like she gave lessons. Um, okay, that she gave lessons on like kind of silhouettes and how to draw laces and like if you look at her Instagram specifically, you get to see like how she draws lace work. I'm not sure if she still has like her tutorials up, if maybe like she posted it on YouTube, but I just caught her on a live stream once, like on Instagram, and I got all of those notes, so I was very lucky. This was when I this was when I started seeing. I think I got basically during this time. You can see like how Instagram started playing a role in my art education because I started seeing kind of styles that I liked, and oh, this was part of the commission. Um, and then with Copic markers, yeah, I remember specifically this one because it was. I blame this person because I think it was. Oh my gosh, was it. What anime was it? It's the volleyball one. I remember sent me down a spiral of watching volleyball anime. Haikyuu, I think, specifically. Um, but oh yeah, this was basically like my summary of 2017. Oh, D&D. Like I remember coming up with this like I guess the sticker idea because one of the characters like they kind of unlocked something in the game. It was I'm not sure if this is in any of D&D world because a lot of the games I played, the campaigns, they were called homebrews, so it was kind of like people a lot of times like wrote their own rules and stuff. But one of the characters they unlocked was called the All-Seeing Eye. So it was kind of like this like emblem that you can teleport your eyeball. So it was basically there, like it was an amulet that would allow you, like when you held it, to basically transport your eye or your sight, I guess, your third eye, onto an object, and then you could see uh, what it is that, like like you could see basically whatever it is that you wanted within I want to say like a 10-yard range or something like that. It wasn't that far, but it was a useful thing that one of the characters unlocked for themselves. So it was a joke that they would they would do this all-seeing eye trick on the dungeon master's dice. So then they would kind of see all of like the stats and stuff. So there was one game where the DM allowed that to happen just for like one session. And it was pretty funny because basically we joked around that that character all there was just like breaking the fourth wall constantly just because it was just one of those uh just like the whole time, all seeing eye, all seeing eye, like literally, like that's all the character would do. And it's funny because if you think about it in the perspective of the game, then that character is just standing in one spot while all of this chaos is happening around them, and all they're doing is just reporting back like numbers and stuff like that. But in reality, they're not moving and they're not really doing much except clutching this amulet while all of this. And at that time, I think we were fighting like lava lizards. So I want to say that that's like something within I want to say not Curse of Strahd because I don't remember a lot. No, I don't think lava lizards were in Curse of Strahd, but they were in like other I think fourth edition games. But they're pretty like powerful creatures. So we were trying to like kill like these this swarm of of basically like indestructible like characters, while this one character is just basically just standing in one place and trying to like feed us like information. Oh, this was when I started using Copics more, and it was this one is from Sailor Moon, so like my alternative Sailor Moon characters. Just some characters here. Yeah, I started using. Oh yeah, this was a monster character. I started really brainstorming ideas for stickers. Yeah, this is when I really started trying to like study clothing more, skin tone. Like I at least tried to like yeah, I guess this is where like the sketchbook starts getting more. Yeah, I remember this one specifically just because I think one of my friends wanted to do like kind of like a model of this one too. And I remember them asking me like is yeah, like cuz I think they asked me like if this was a collar or if this was like an undershirt under, and I remember at that time I was like I have no idea. Like I don't know. I have no idea. I just drew it. So I didn't even think about if it was like layered or not. I don't know why that moment really like stuck out to me. Oh, so I didn't draw this. My brother did. I remember this. Yeah, my older brother drew. He's the one to blame for all of my artistic endeavors because he inspired me to draw. Oh, this was for Levitzo's. He's another Instagrammer. I remember he had a contest, and it was specifically. I remember. I forgot what the premise was specifically. I think it was to draw some sort of monster. Or, oh, actually, it was his character. I think where she is a like kind of like a repo girl, where she collects, I think, cursed items. Oh man, Levitzo, I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but I want to say the comic book is called Repo Man or Repo something, and then like I drew a character who she's kind of like a goblin type thing, like kind of spirit where uh, she only gives information and something like that if, or she basically pawns items, so like cursed items. So she, I guess, like in the story, I had her basically like steal her shoes, like teleport her shoes. Oh, I remember when Zelda came out. Breath of the Wild. Oh yeah, that was Haikyuu. I remember. Yeah, this is when it went downhill. Oh yeah, this one was I don't know, I forget like where. I think this was after Kamun Hurangi's like tutorial, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to try and apply it, especially with the braids." Like she gave a really good braid tutorial. Don't be a scrub master. That was another inside joke. One of our friends did a really good impression of Alfred, uh, and he would make him say funny things. Oh, Reaper. Jelly Reaper. Oh yeah, this was during my spicy crew, they actually sent me a t-shirt with their logo on it, and I felt so special. I still have this shirt. Guys, if you're out there, I still have this shirt. Anytime I'm not feeling spicy. So, it's a beautiful shirt. And I like drew myself uh Oh, and this is actually funny enough, my first washi tape because which I received because I ordered um, from Etsy for the first time, and I want to say I forget if it was a keychain. I think it was like a Haikyuu keychain or something like that. And they came with washi tape, and I was really excited because I heard all about it. And oh, I remember. I won't spend too much time because I remember I kind of referenced this one when I was talking about color palette, my obsession with crystals, which is still true. Oh yeah, this was like the first witch like that I like colored, and yeah, this was from a character too. Um, Faust, I think his name was, but it's not my character. It was a fan. It was a fan art of another character, of another artist character. Yeah, these are all my my notes. You can stare at all my hard work. It's funny because it looks like a lot, but I remember doing it and I think I spent like an hour or something because it's really swatching. It like looks like a lot, but when you swatch, it's kind of like you just take one color and another and like it looks like a lot, but I'll tell you the truth. It just, if anything, what takes me longer is actually making a piece because I like drop the pen, I think about it, I overthink it, and also, guys, just to let you know, I'm probably gonna sign off in like 15 minutes. I feel bad if this like stream like basically took an eternity. I didn't mean to go down memory lane for so long. I just get excited. Um, so I'll just like flip through. If you guys want to hear me say stuff, just let me know. Oh, I'll give this one a flip. Oh, this is from, oh my gosh, what is that podcast? The Adventure Zone. If you guys oh, definitely give that a listen. If you guys ever want to scratch that D&D itch, especially with COVID and everything, kind of I'm going to put a sticker on this. This is our last sticker. Cuz man, I miss the Adventure Zone. And I also really miss D&D, so we got to at least put one D&D character in there, huh? Oh, Griffin. I drew Griffin. Oh yeah. Yeah, I ordered like a piece, so I was so happy to have gotten like so uh Levitzo opened up their commissions and I was so excited and I got it um of all things I ordered uh to do a uh like commission of the twins from Oriental Host Club of all things. Which honestly, I should have asked for a commission of the Skull Daddy like that he does because it's such a fun character, but it's okay. Oh, Double D. It was my favorite. Oh, from Little Shop of Horror. Oh, this was for Inktober. Oh, oh my gosh, guys, look, the Starbucks secret. Okay, so this is, if you can screenshot this, um, this was the recipe on making Starbucks drinks. I hope Starbucks does not take me down, but I would forget how to make certain things. So, a merciful angel broke it down for me on a piece of a receipt. So I'll pull this up every time, um, at least for like the past month when I was a barista. So, oh, I like this little guy. He was cute. He was fun to draw. Oh, oh yeah, you've seen her like a couple times. Actually, I'm doing the piece now where um, I'm basically learning to do line work again with that piece. This one was cool too. I like this one. It was kind of inspired by Monster Energy drink. So I did. I told myself I'm like, oh, I'll like ink it or something like here. But I like the design on the can so much that I kind of left it alone. But yeah, I'll probably like do another one of this guy. Um, oh Lord Sparkles. Yeah, I remember that one. When like the Thor movie came out. Oh yeah, this was with washi tape. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this one. I remember like the idea was that I would make like the tattoos glow in the dark. Um, but I never got my hands on like glow in the dark paint, so it didn't happen, but I did. I had this whole idea where basically the concept was that like with the negative space, so like this part right here, it would look like an eye, but it just didn't translate well. Like, and it looks like his nose disappeared, but that's okay. Oh, 70-degree weather. Yeah, I remember that. It was mostly because my friend Alexandra at the time, I remember she came, at that time I was living in Florida and she came from New York and she was astonished how people would bundle up at 70 degrees weather and then she came down from New York, so like she's used to like 40-degree weather and just being in a shirt. So she thought it was funny coming back home and but yeah, that's basically it. That's like my old sketchbooks. I want to say, let me see. Do we have time? I think we have time. Just to give you guys a sneak peek of my newer stuff, I guess. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want to spend too much time because I feel it's stuff that you guys have already seen. Like, like it's nothing too crazy. Um, at least it's colored, which is a nice change. Um, but at least you guys just get to see like the old and the new. Um, I'm super excited to like come on here and paint. Like I can't wait to show you guys like my traditional work. Oh, hello. How are you? It's been a while. How you doing, Spee? Oh, I missed you too. Hey, look, I have a new setup now. Surprise! Now, instead of only doing traditional, we can also Oh, thank you. You know why? Because there's a towel under here. So if you were to see like all of the dust and also I just like cleaned everything with the with this bad boy. But I'm super happy because we can finally get to do some traditional art on top of the digital stuff. So I can talk to you about that too. And how you doing, Spee? How is your life? How is everything going? Oh, super good. I'm so happy because I literally just finished cleaning the house. Well, I still got like some laundry to do, but like the big stuff is done. And I had a little bit of a panic attack because like I didn't expect to like have certain things uh like take so long like when it came to like setting everything up, so I was a little late, but thankfully everything's like set up, so we are good. And we're enjoying some rainy weather, which is super nice. How about you over there? How's like the weather for you? How's Oh my gosh, I'll be happy to send you some cold. I'll send you some rain too. It is muddy over here, and I will be more than happy to send some of those like cool breezes over to you. But yeah, we're talking today about like art block. Um, I'm basically like telling people how to like flip over like your old stuff. Um, I'm probably gonna redraw some things from like my old sketchbook because I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little fried from all the challenges I took up, which I shouldn't have, but here we are. I think that's the end of this one. Yeah, I gotta like polish this one up. I'll flip through this one. Oh man, this one's like, oof. I remember this one. This was like during my D&D days too. Oh, let me see that. Oh no, not at all, Spee. I'm telling you, like anytime, I'm probably gonna change up the time. I'm not gonna lie, just because I'm probably going to start. Oh, so I guess this is some exciting news. Like there's gonna be a little bit of a change because we may be fostering a puppy soon. So I'm probably gonna change up my times, just because like we want to like make sure that everything. I know, I'm so excited, but we're still in the process of everything, so nothing's for sure yet. Um, but that may mean that uh like the stream times are gonna change. So instead of, let's say, like I'm doing it twice a week, I may change it up to the weekends, or so if anything, if there's like a preferred time you want to join or something like that, just let me know because I'm probably gonna change up for the next week. So then, because from what the foster people tell me is that the puppy is gonna have a little bit of an anxiety issue, so we want to make sure that they're comfortable, and but probably that means that we're gonna change up some stuff on the channel, but I know we're really excited, especially for our puppy now. Like he, with everything going on with quarantine and stuff, like we're so happy like to just open our home and like just have like help as much as we can because it's a really big problem here in Okinawa. Like I guess because there's a big like how can I put it? Like with the military families here, just because like we're part of the military community, there's a lot of people who are coming and going, and there's like a lot of people who unfortunately leave their pets. So, and they don't have room for a lot of them. So yeah, I'm just like flipping here through like my old sketchbook. To tell you the truth, half of the stream was just me figuring out how to work the camera. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we're just like really excited to be able to contribute, and especially for our puppy, like we take him to the dog park and stuff, but we live kind of far. So, once we open up like at least where we can like volunteer and stuff and bring him to those events, so it's gonna be like a really good, but it's just gonna like change a couple of things. So but I really appreciate that you come onto the stream. And are you working on anything new? Like, are you up to anything? I may need your help too, because I'm trying to decide what pieces to redraw. You did tell me, tell me. I want to hear about the challenge. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the pieces that I'm going to gouache. So I'm gonna like definitely like do that, but I'm trying to figure out like how to transfer this onto another, because this is not watercolor paper. So oh yeah, you've seen this lovely lady before. Oh, I'm so excited about your challenge. Oh yeah, this is Oh, I'm so excited for you. Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh. That's very exciting. No, and I'm telling you, take it easy. Don't feel like, especially it's going to be like a new medium for you. Be patient, have fun with it. Oh, but I'm so excited for you. Oh, great. Are like what day are you in already? Oh my gosh, congratulations. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a big accomplishment. Just keep going, just keep going. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask for your advice because I'm not gonna lie, like okay, and then this one is the last one because I remember these were notes. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Yeah, because I've been taking some like drawing notes and stuff. I've been like studying like shadows and lots of notes. See, that's what I was even showing in the last stream was like how my note taking, like this was from day one. Like this was like recent, right? So this was, I want to say, 2 days ago, and like this was me like in 2011. Like it doesn't stop. It does not stop. At least I put more drawings on it. But yeah, I went through the other sketchbook and I was trying to decide. Oh my gosh. No, and what's funny is that this is what's funny is that most of these, it's like mostly just notes of my personal life, but then as I got older, it was like, okay, I'll just shove some art notes in there too. It's a lot of note taking, but yeah, like this was like all story plots and yeah, it was a much. But I was gonna ask because I'm trying to decide which to redraw. Like, okay, so um okay, so there's this one, right? Basically, I was like flipping through the old sketchbooks and I'm trying to decide which one to redraw. So there's this one, um, there's uh, this one, and then let me see. Da, da, da. I'm trying to like narrow it down. Uh, like, do I want to do Pokemon? This one, and then just one more, or this one. Sorry, those were a lot of options. Do you want me to flip through? Because I literally just stuck stickers on the ones that I'm like, I'm thinking of redrawing these because these are like old, and I guess that was like the point of the stream, like kind of being like, oh, well, let's say if you have an artist block, like you can go through your old stuff and then redraw them, and then at least feel, I don't know, like do you feel like that sometimes where like you're kind of stuck and you're just like, geez, I just need a little bit of like a boost. So like going over my old stuff with the curly hair. Oh, that one? This one? This bad boy? And then you said the last one, so I think it was the Medusa one, right? So between this one, okay, this one and then this one, if I'm understanding. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Alrighty. I will accept your challenge. I'll do it. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I was because I was just like, I'm gonna flip through these and I'm gonna see because I did the mermaid challenge and it's funny because there's a lot of mermaids in here. I didn't remember there were so many mermaids. But I was like flipping through it and I'm just like, oh gosh, like there's so much fan fiction. Oh man. So do you know what you're gonna draw today? I'm just gonna flip through these. Oh yeah. Yeah, isn't it always a secret even to you up until you put it? Always a surprise. That is so true. Oh man, up until the last second. Don't you love it when you surprise yourself? And you're just like, "Oh wow." Like, and it's hard. I'm telling you, the challenge that you're doing, it's not easy to like sit down and draw something, you know? 'Cause that like to tell you the truth, I've never been so consistent to draw until I Inktober was one where it was kind of like, oh wow. Like I failed, don't get me wrong, because it was hard drawing. But it was the first time where I kind of like really put myself to the test. And then now that I'm streaming, just cuz like I can talk to you guys about it, so I feel I guess more accountable, you know, to come up with something and kind of share. Always a surprise. It's so true. But I know you can do it, Spee. Oh, really? Did you want to like go over specific ones? I'm just like flipping through because these if you want to look at my older ones, I'll give you an option. So we have this one from 2011. So that's like my high school sketches. Then we have college. So I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, and then these are my more recent ones. So just let me know like what it is you vibe with. If you want to see the more modern ones, if you want to take a trip down cringe lane of my fan fiction days. So I'll there's Naruto. There's Naruto fan fiction stuff. There's Sherlock stuff. Lots of Loki. I know now because it's funny. Before I started the stream, I completely forgot. I wish to see the fanfiction. Wise choice, wise choice. Wait, let me double check. It's this one. I want to say it's this one. So, okay, we're gonna turn back the clock to 2011. I want to say. Yeah. So, okay, we haven't gotten to the fanfiction yet, but we're getting there. Oh, look, we got the fanfiction. So, this is my Loki fanfiction. I really, really loved Tom Hiddleston, and like as you can see from this was like I remember I loved Tom Hiddleston, like the Loki character from the Avengers, and then I went straight to Sherlock, and then I went straight to like Kylo Ren. I remember I had a like fascination with like Sherlock. Oh yeah, it never stopped. Oh yeah. No, and I would draw like whole comic book scenarios. Oh, this was my South Park doodles from college. Let me see. I'm gonna skip to the good stuff. Like these were more notes. Let me see. Where we're gonna get to the stuff. Oh, this is when I first got not Instagram but Pinterest, and I was really into like the emo girl phase of drawing tattoos for the first time. Oh, okay. So this is the cherry on top. This was my Naruto fan fiction days. So back in the day, me and a bunch of friends made Naruto fan fiction, and this was my character. And their love interest was Shikamaru, but what was funny is that it didn't start out as Shikamaru, it was Sasuke. But then as I kept watching the season, I'm like, oh, Sasuke's the worst. So I was I changed like the love interest like mid fan fiction. Of course, I know. I was so basic. I was so basic. It was I didn't know any better. And then Shippuden, I learned from Shippuden, okay? I got better. I got better. But I did. I liked the character because oh yeah. Oh, it was. See, but I feel like as okay, can we at least admit it was because he was misunderstood? Like at least like and it even bled into like my crushes as like like the fictional crushes that we have. We were. It's so true he wasn't edge. It's so true. Honestly, that's why anytime I see a Naruto meme about like of like anything, oh my god, because at least from my friend group, it was either Sasuke or Gaara. Like I don't know what it was about those two characters that every person in our group was just like, "Oh my gosh, I love Gaara. Oh my gosh, I love Sasuke." Or Itachi. Like oh man, I remember those fan fiction days too. Oh boy. Oh, thank you. This was back in the day. Like this was like circles and yeah. I did. I think what I liked about this time was that I actually drew comics, I guess, like in a comic style. And I don't know, it's something maybe you can share on it too, where you're a lot more free, I guess. Um, like just to draw what you like and I like when I look back on this, I kind of wish I had this again where I wasn't so worried about how it looks or uh like where I can teleport to that time and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." Oh, this was my let me see if I can point it. This was my character from Soul Eater. So this was my Soul Eater fan fiction. Oh, but thank you. Oh man, but I remember those Naruto days. Like I remember having like the dog tags that we would get from like the anime stores and the headbands and yes, that's true. I mean, for me, no, and I do, and I look at it as a very like fond memory. Like for me, that's when I started writing. That's when I started. Uh, it is true. Even a lot of like writers and it's kind of like you get inspired by something and you want to live in that world and you can imagine yourself as oh, okay, what if I had those superpowers? Oh, what if I was surrounded by um characters like this and oh, this was my Kill la Kill. Oh, I love that anime too. But yeah, for some reason Naruto, which one was it? It was Naruto and Harry Potter. Yeah. Those two were like the ones that for me like solidified a lot of the friendships I like we were really really big on writing fan fiction at that time and we did. Oh my gosh. Like we drew the characters. We had like the folders with uh all of like the little characters and oh my god, especially the Harry Potter one, like we we came up with all of these I was kind of impressed with us like back in high school because for a bunch of teenagers we were just really organized where like we came up with like our own rules and magic things and just oh man, this was from Zoolander, like the I'm a merman, dad. Like, did you ever write fan fiction, Sumi, Ispi? Or like, were you really big, like, fan of anything in particular? Oh wait, oops, out of frame. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I know. I had some friends too that they went to this one place where I got a lot of fan fiction too. It was called Wattpad, and like they basically like read or yeah, drawing too, especially for like references and like your favorite characters. Yes, that's so true. Oh, and Dragon Ball, I did. I loved Bulma, of course. Uh, like she was one of my favorites. The same with you know what? I like one of the newer characters. Like she's like the female version of like Mujambu, I think. Like where she's like a female, but I don't know if that's like just in the video games or I haven't watched any of the newer stuff, so I'm not sure. Like the tournament. Is it Android 21? Wait, I'm gonna look. Wait, yeah, because Android 18 is the blonde one, right? Wait, so is she an Android? I didn't even know. I just saw, like, yes. Yes, it is Android 21. Is she just part of the video game, or is she, like, canon? Oh, see, look, this is the, what I was talking about with the Harry Potter fanfiction. Oh, this was nice on the Star Wars for first hand. I should have done this for May the 4th, but oh, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, because I would see instead of, like how you see like anime clips. Yeah, like I would see kind of her whatchamacallit, what is that called? Um, when you would play like the video game and like like her special attack. Um, like I would see like she would turn people into like macaroons and stuff. Uh, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was like the only time I would like see her. So yeah, when I would see episodes like uh well, not see episodes, but like see like replays like on YouTube and stuff, I would only see like basically like the big players, so like Frieza. Oh, really? Who is your favorite character? Let me see. If you liked Edgelords, can I guess? Was it Vegeta? Oh, okay. They did pick. Oh, wait. In the newer episodes, what happened? Did they? Well, whoops. Wait, are we in like spoil? Oh, yes. See, I knew it. See, because you know why? Because I'm the same. Because I loved his dynamic with Bulma, because Bulma was like, I don't care. Like, I'll tell you as it is, and I thought that was amazing. I was like, I want that energy. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, because he. Oh, oh, that's a shame. That's a shame because I feel like they could have done a lot. Like from what I remember from like the older series, like he was like in and of itself like a mentor figure. So at least from what I remember, like oh, I remember Yamcha. I know. I saw like the episodes with Beerus and um I want to say it's kind of like they're like where they meet like the ultimate god presence, like where like he's like a cute little alien, and like how basically like Goku like is all chill and stuff, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, he can like annihilate you." And like I remember like seeing that part, so I want to guess it's like it was like the end of the tournament where oh, I hope I didn't spoil anything. Sorry, guys. Ooh. I'm trying to be as vague as possible so then I don't ruin it for people. Definitely, guys, if you want me to stop talking about Dragon Ball, like spoiler wise, just because like my husband, like I hear in the background, he like does the recaps, you know. So I remember seeing like the tournament and like the big fights. Oh yeah, see like Naruto. I remember this technique. This was super fun. So it's like it was from what I remember, it was called like dusting. So it's like you take let me see if I have my sharpener. I don't think I have it. But you basically take like a sharpener and you um grind like the color part of the color pencil, and then like you rub it in and it makes like a cool like shading technique. Yeah, that's when uh I'll probably give you the heads up speed because I remember doing this challenge. So it was called 24-hour commission. So you open your Instagram to 24 hours of whatever commissions you get and you try and do all of them. And I did it for 1 hour and I got, oh boy, it was great practice, but it was, eesh. I'll probably do that again. I'll give you the heads up because, oh my gosh, it was like, it wasn't, well, my camera just reacted. Like, it just took a nosedive. Um, like it was intense, but at the same time, like I got through them. Like there just came a point where after the 24 hours, I was like, "Oh guys, I'm going to need more time to like finish them because I did them all in kind of this style or with Copic markers." Um and it was a little intense, yeah. But you know, I got through. But overall, it was pretty fun experience. Like, but I'll definitely give you the heads up first because especially you always join my streams and stuff, so least I can do is give you a commission for your support. Oh, this was like notes and stuff. I'll probably see. Well, the good thing is 24 hours. So oh, don't worry, don't worry. You got dibs, don't worry. That's why I would give you the heads up before I post it. So it's at a reasonable hour. But yeah, this was the first time that I did Copics and stuff, which I like honestly, it's great, but it gets expensive. So, oh. That's smart. That's smart. That's what it is. You gotta make a. It will, and like you'll slightly change the names. You'll be like Spee 3Z, Spee 5Z. I'll warn you though, it'll. Oh boy. I'll just let you know my resume is cute girls and scowling guys. Oh, thank you. No, it wouldn't even be that. I just would feel like quality wise, it just wouldn't be good. No, and that's the thing. I've had friends that like have asked me, it's like, hey, can you draw this? And oh man, it's just there's just certain things that I don't have the practice for and I would love to learn, but it would take me a while. Like for example, I really wanted to make my husband it's kind of this from Dark Souls. I don't know if you're familiar with the franchise. Um where I wanted to draw one of his favorite characters and for the life of me, I could not do it. It was one of those things where like I just like bit off more than I could chew and like there just came a point. Yeah. Have you played before? Oh, really? Is it because of the of like the graphics and stuff? I'm not gonna lie, we recently got Resident Evil. We got Village, but it also came with Biohazard. And at first, I was like, oh, okay, like my husband and I were taking turns, right, to play it. So anytime he died, but I got so motion. Oh, it sounds so embarrassing to say it because I see Twitch, feeds all the time, but I actually got motion sick, like from like watching it and stuff, which is embarrassing but true. So there just came a point I had to take breaks. But oh, why did it give you a heart attack? Oh, I see. I know I've kind of been wanting to play Hades, like, but I've heard that too. So I got Little Nightmares instead to kind of ease me through. Oh, I forgot about this one. Actually, the last time I turned it, I forgot about this little guy. Um, yeah, that's what I've heard. That one and Hades, and then there's another one that I forgot. Which one it was like? It's like notoriously like super difficult. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know. Like, yeah, like, 'cause I would see reviews and I was like, oh, but it looks like such a beautiful game. And I was really excited, but like Little Nightmares, like kind of like it had a sale, so I was like, okay, I'll take that as a, you know, I do love me a good deal. I'll put that on my. Well, even though we just got the Resident Evil one, which I definitely recommend. You know, motion sickness aside, it was really fun. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Ooh, yay! Okay, good. I'll let you know when. Because I'll probably wait for like next month too. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like the setup and stuff, it was a little bit on the. It wasn't pricey. It was just like just something that like it was in like the splurge section of our budget, so we're just gonna wait a little bit. Especially like he really wanted to get Resident Evil Village, so. But I'm definitely gonna add that to my wish list. Oh, Speed, I'm so sorry. I actually gotta go because I gotta make dinner soon. There's also other ways to get it. Oh, is there alternative pirated ways? Oh yeah, also I don't know if you're a coffee fan, but this was my recipe list for when I was a barista, which I was like, "Oh my gosh, I actually kept this after all these years." So yeah, if you ever want to know how to make a caramel macchiato, this is what the big man doesn't want you to know. Also, I hear my puppy like rattling, so I probably have to feed him soon. So I'm so sorry. I gotta log off soon. Even though it was so nice talking to you again. I'm just gonna like flip through these last pages just to. Oh, yes, yes. I'll let you know. Yeah, honestly, they do. No, and what's great is when you do become like the barista, like you'll find the instructions like laminated everywhere, so you don't have to memorize it right away, you know, like it's kind of like when you see people acting like in TV sets and stuff, there's actually parts of the studio that they have like the script hidden, like just like in case you forget your lines. And it's the same way as a barista. Like in case you forget something, it's like taped to the machine or taped like to like the table and stuff. So do not worry about it. But yes, B, thank you so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. I'll probably set up something for that redraw. Um, Probably something watercolory, gouache. So thank you so much, and you have a great day. Good luck on your challenge. I know you're gonna kick its butt. You're gonna do great, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.